Good morning. It is a great day outside, at least on the day that I'm making the video. I don't know what it's like for you right now watching the video, but do you know what I think we need on this great day outside? I think we need a storm. And I can make one right now in this room. And you know what? You can make one at home too. I'm going to show you how. So first, what we need to make a storm is we need some clouds. That's what we have here is we have some water to be the atmosphere. And this is shaving cream to be the clouds. And then what else we need for a storm? We need water. But this water is the same color as the atmosphere. We're not going to be able to see our storm. So I'm going to add a little color to our water. I think that's enough. We'll be able to see it. And now our water will be blue, and that will represent rain. And what happens when it storms? We'll see these clouds. Clouds are made up of water. So this cloud here, the shaving cream, but the real clouds outside, they're holding on to water. And then when it storms, there's more water. It just keeps building up inside that cloud. And then eventually, look at that. What happened? There's so much water built up in the cloud can't hold on to it all anymore. So what does it do? It falls to the ground in the form of precipitation. And sometimes it's rain. It can also be snow, or it can be sleet, or even hail. And look, most of it right now is still sticking up by the clouds. But if we keep adding more in here, you see how some of it is reaching the bottom, down to the ground where the people are. And you can do this at home with just some water and some shaving cream, and you wouldn't even have to put the food coloring in water. You could just put the drops right on here. And you know what would be the fun part about this? You could use more water and less shaving cream, or less water and more shaving cream, and you can compare them. This is just kind of not a very heavy rain, but you can see, can you get it to be a downpour, or maybe it's just a drizzle. You can have all kinds of fun making a storm in your house. And you see, it's still sticking mostly up towards the clouds. Most of it's not reaching the bottom, but what happens if I make it go a little faster? The spoon is not being very, oh, look at all that water now. I think I just made a downpour, didn't I? And even when I use all of this water, it still is sticking closer to the shaving cream than the clouds in the sky. I wonder what the reason why it's not. Why do you suppose it's not mixing in evenly? Oh, and now my jar is full, so I can't make any more rain that way. So you can do that at home and make your own rain cloud. And I have a less messy way to make a storm too, because I have just made a mess on my table. And I don't have any way of wiping it up. I'll have to do that later. I have a less messy way of making a storm, and it uses your imagination. And we have done this one in actual in-person story time as well. So we're going to use our imagination for this one. You ready to help me with this? You can help me with this at home. Okay. You can rub your hands together. It sounds like the wind moving through the trees and the grass. And now, can you do that? Can you snap your fingers? Oh, here comes the rain. Do you hear it? And now, if you hit your legs, do you hear that now? Does that sound like thunder? Here it comes. Oh, and now stomp your feet on the floor. Oh, this is getting really noisy. All that rain, all that thunder. It's getting really noisy out there. Okay. But now it's starting to calm down a little bit. Just your legs now. It's getting a little calmer, and it's thunder's calm. We're back to just the rain now. The storm is past. Just getting some nice rain. And now we're going to do this. Here goes the wind. It's moving the storm on through. The storm will be over soon. There we go. And then when the storm is gone, what do you get after that? I do not have one, but after it storms, you get a rainbow. And I don't have a rainbow. So we are just going to have to use our imaginations and pretend we see a rainbow. So now next time you need something to do at your house, whether you want it to storm or not, but there's something you can do. You can use your imagination. You can make it storm. Or even look at this. It's all just water. But somehow there's more of the colored water at the top and less of it at the bottom. And maybe you can figure out why that is. You can try doing different versions of it and just don't make too big of a mess out of your house. But have a little fun with it. Make some storms right in your house. Okay. That is all that I have for you today. So I will see you next week.